Hi everyone, welcome to Dharma Earth's Dose of Dharma, and this is your dose of Dharma for today. So the next type of loyal friend is the friend who points out what is good for you. Okay. So what are the characteristics of this kind of friend? He keeps you from away from wrongdoing. He supports you in doing good. He informs you of what you didn't know, and he points out the path to heaven. Okay. So let's look a little bit further into this. It keeps you from wrongdoing. I think it takes a lot of trust, integrity, you know, to be able to advise, to discourage somebody from doing something bad, especially if it is something that they like. Because mm, most people, they just want to listen to good things. They just want people to agree with what they are doing. Yeah. But even though sometimes it's wrong, then actually, if there's a person, I mean, I'm saying this really, from the bottom of my heart because I feel so much for this. So if you have friends or people around you who's telling you that, hey, if you're doing this, maybe it's not so good. Maybe you should change another way, like something like that. And you can feel that they meant well for you, or maybe it's just that sometimes they're saying something, but they dare to say it in front of you. And I think it's good to take constructive criticism, and the more that if somebody is giving you really really beneficial constructive criticism, we should be happy about it. you know because in order to say these kind of things in front of you, they may have to pay a price for it. The relationship may be tempered. It may destroy the friendship. But nevertheless, for your own good, they decided to take that risk. So I think if somebody, if there's somebody around you that really gives you constructive criticism and is really willing to give you advice that may be painful to the ears, I think we should appreciate them, especially if they are your teachers. Okay, so there's a lot of saying, like nowadays people can't take criticism. They're like strawberries, and they get once you tell them off even like once or twice, and then they just resign. They just unfriend you or things like that. I think that's one thing that maybe if people with this kind of characteristics, it's good if they learn to take constructive criticism well, or maybe even just like if they don't see their weak points or mistakes, at least just keep in view, right? At least just keep their suggestions and criticisms in the mind. For you don't have to agree with it first, but you can keep it in one part of your mind. Sometimes as we go along through life, you may find that, oh, actually what that person says is true. A lot of times it's like that. Yeah? So I feel that personally, I feel that I grew a lot from constructive criticism. So I hope it will give you the benefit that it gives me also. Okay, but of course we have to cultivate our qualities in order to be able to take constructive criticism. But anyway, if somebody gives a constructive criticism to you, please appreciate that person, all right? Because they're taking a big risk. They're risking the friendship in order to tell you something that is good for you. Okay. Okay. The next one is he supports you in doing good. Then you know that is a good friend. That points out good things for you. And he informs you of what you didn't know. Of course, he points out wholesome things. And he points out the path to heaven. That means he encourages you to do good, to accumulate wholesome karma in order for you to increase your probabilities of getting reborn in heaven. Huh? So with these few characteristics, you can know that this is a friend that can be a loyal friend that you can interact with closely, and it's a friend that points out what is good for you. All right. Okay. So with this is a dose of Dharma for today. Wish all of you well, peaceful and happy, and may the Triple Gem bless all of us to be able to attain path, fruition, and nibbana as soon as possible. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.